the monster home, finally bringing the freaking monster home. Welcome to episode 17 of Wreck Bike Rebuild. We're going to get the monster. What's going on, everybody? So as you can tell, I am pretty excited. I'm finally going to get to bring the monster home. So the monster has finally been inspected, and we're going to talk about the inspection because it ran into some issues. I'm going to show you guys the issues that it ran into during inspection, but all of that's done now. So we're headed to Mountain Motorsports, going to get the monster. I got the trailer. I don't know if you guys can see that in the back. Got the trailer on the Jeep. We're going to get the monster, show you guys it at the spot, then take it home to the garage, and then I've got to update you guys on the titling issue that we're currently having. Or not really an issue, just slowdown. So all of that and more here. That is one sexy looking bike. Holy shit. Gotta love when they wash your damn bike for you. I like it. So that bike is clean as hell. I parked on the other side of Mountain Motorsports, so I'm gonna take the trailer over to the bike because the less I have to roll this bike on the actual ground, the better chance I have at it not like something bad happening. So we're gonna back the trailer up and take this baby home. And then I'm gonna talk to you guys about all the stuff that went down that's absolutely stupid. Okay, note to self, Chase sucks ass at parking a trailer. That amount of lean cannot be good. I'm gonna get this thing tied down because that's terrifying. Got the straps on the front, got the soft ties on the top. Front's held down. Rear tire, I've got both things holding on. It shouldn't go anywhere. Push test. If the bike goes somewhere, the trailer's gonna be following it. Feel pretty safe with that. Let's see if it's... That looks pretty even. Okay, I think we're good to head out of here now. Wish me luck in my travels home, ladies and gentlemen. See you guys in the garage. Alright guys, so after long awaited, the monster is finally back in the garage. And now I gotta update you guys about what happened with the actual inspection. So if you guys watched episode 16 of Wreck Bike Rebuild, I kind of overview the inspection process and how it should have gone. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check that video out specifically. I'm not going to rehash all that stuff. I'm going to tell you what happened with the inspection because... Okay, so as far as the inspection process went, I found an inspector that was available to come as early as possible to go check the bike out. So we scheduled it for a certain day, and we were like, all right, I'll meet you at 2 at Mountain Motorsports. Dude texts me at 10 a.m. and is like, hey, I'm running a little early. Can I meet you there at 11? And I'm like, wow, that's gonna throw a screw in my plan for the day, but okay, cool. I call Mountain Motorsports. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be there at 11 to get this bike inspected. Are you guys good with that? And they're like, I don't really know. I am flipping out because I'm like, I have to pay the inspector regardless. So it's like, am I gonna waste my money? What's gonna happen? Fast forward to 11 o'clock, I get there like 10 minutes before the inspector got there, and I go to the shop, and the crankcase, the one that was broken on the Monster, is hanging off because they were doing some like little thing in the Monster. This is terrible. This is literally the worst thing that could possibly happen. I'm over here sweating bullets. Inspector texts me. Hey, so I'm here, where are you at? He comes to the back of the shop. It was this younger guy. Super nice dude, by the way. And I've got all my paperwork that I needed for the inspection, all my recipes, if you guys watched that episode. And he goes to the back and I'm like, hey, so they were like last minute fixing something and it would have been done by 2, but since we're like way early, it's not done yet. He goes, oh yeah, no big deal. And I'm like, no big deal? To inspect the motor? Okay, sure, yeah, no big deal, of course, what the hell? Okay, so I'm not joking. When we went to look at the bike and I told him, I was like, hey, this is off just temporarily. He goes, oh, no big deal, as long as, and I quote, the horn works, the blinkers work, the forks are kind of straight, and the rims aren't bent. As long as those are good, the bike will pass. And I'm like, what? All the work to get this bike to where it is, and that's all I needed it to pass? Thank you, Jesus. But, this is a huge but, because Ducati, the freaking right side blinkers would not blink. Yes, I'm being serious. The inspector was there, the crankcase was off. I have already lucked out in the fact that the freaking bike it only has to have like 4 requirements to actually pass inspection, and then the blinkers don't work for no freaking reason. The left side, totally fine. So the inspector looks over the bike. Obviously the bike passes everything except for the blinkers, and I'm like, that's so weird. Brian was sitting there with me. He's like, dude, these blinkers literally worked yesterday. I don't know what's happening. Luckily, the inspector dude was super freaking dope, and he was like, you know what, obviously you put a lot of work into this bike, and I can tell that it's just like a tiny issue. I'll go ahead and handle it. So then I thought I was gonna get a piece of paperwork and like I was gonna have to go do all this shit. This inspector dude brings all the documents that I need, and he's like, he signs all of them. I literally had to sign like 3 pieces of paper and put the date. He was like, all right, so you're gonna put all this and send it with a money order or a cashier's check to this place, and then you're good. And I'm like, are you for real right now? I'm over here stressing out, and I need to tell you guys, this is Georgia. This is not, like, don't take my story and assume that's gonna happen for you. This is just, I think I lucked out in Georgia. But hands me all these papers, and he's like, just send it here and wait for 30 days and it's done. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's fantastic. Cut to a couple days, the bike was in the shop for a while. Brian kept messing with it, and he found out that the connector in the actual turn signal controller was just like corroded or something like that. So he got all that fixed. So the bike should work with the blinkers and everything now, and it should pass full inspection with no problems. Everything's cranked up, working, and everything. So the reason I didn't record that is because, like, with the inspector there, I didn't know if it would be cool to, like, I didn't know if he'd be cool with, like, recording. I just didn't want to make it an awkward situation, so I ended up not recording anything on the inspector side. But, yeah, I could not let you guys not know that story. So where I am right now, I'm currently waiting the 30-day period-ish to get all the titling and paperwork back, and as soon as I get that title work, I'll be able to go register the bike, and it'll actually be road legal at that point. Just to make for sure, like, I do want to make sure that these blinkers work. Are you serious? You're fucking with me right now. Oh, sweet God. Okay. Okay, so the blinkers still don't work. Awesome. That's fantastic news. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that out. Luckily, I have time while we're waiting on these inspection papers to come back with all the titling. That is a pain in the butt. Oh my God. Anyway, guys, so that is the update. The registration is in the mail. I currently have to figure out the blinker situation, and a lot of people have been asking about when the bike is going to be given away. So, as it is currently, we're waiting on the paperwork. After the paperwork comes in, I've got to go get the bike registered. At that point, I'm going to do the first ride and the cinematic reveal and awesome shots of everything of the bike, and then I will be able to do all the giveaway stuff. So, just keep your eyes peeled on the channel. I will make it very obvious in what video that the bike is given away in. You guys will not know that. So just check it back in on Tuesdays. It'll be all over my social medias, on my Instagram and on my Twitter. So just keep an eye on that. And when you see in all caps, the bike is being given away, that's your hey, you should check it out. But yeah, guys, that's the end of episode 17 of Wrecked Bike Rebuild. Always having one issue, just the tiniest of issues, just holding you back. That is a pain in the ass. Oh, you know what should work? Hey! So at least those things work. Guys, I'm Chaseontwowheels. This is a Wrecked Bike Rebuild. I will see you guys on the next episode. This is typically where I would tell you guys to go check Patreon out, but there's no more chances of getting this bike. But if you want to be early on season 2 of Wrecked Bike Rebuild, after we give this one away, we're going to be cycling it up and getting ready for the next one. So I would recommend go checking out the Patreon page. Not going to be a paid episode for a while though. Anyways, guys, that's the monster. It's finally home, thank God, and still has blinker problems. So I'm going to go punch myself in the face, and I will see you guys on the next episode, which will be on a Tuesday or Thursday and Friday like my other videos. I'll see you guys then. Why do you not work? Oh my God. You know, of all the problems that this bike has had, that's pretty minimal on the list, so I can't be too upset.